Good morning. Welcome back to Antigonus Gaming. We are here with Final Fantasy VII Remake Chapter 17, Deliverance from Chaos, Part 2. To recap Part 1, we've learned about the true nature of the ghosts from Red 13. They are known as Whispers, and they are envoys of the planet whose goal is to keep the fate of the planet as much on track as they can, and by on track we mean as in line with the original story from the original game from the PS1 era. After learning about the ghosts, Aerith told us about some of the history of the ancients, who are known as the Cetra, another species of human that she is partially descended from, that had magical powers to communicate with the life stream. Shinra believes in all of the Cetra's religious texts to be true, and they are looking for the original Cetra homeland so they can build a new city there, because they believe that the amount of Mako that is there is far exceeds anything else anywhere else in the world. After that, Red 13 joined us as a guest. We went up and we encountered Genova. Sephiroth appeared before the party for the first time as not being just a hallucination to Cloud, and he dispersed the party by slashing and destroying the bridge that we were standing on. So the party has regrouped into two teams. Currently we are playing as Tifa and Aerith. The other team currently is Cloud, Barret, and Red 13. Hojo has told us he will let us out of the laboratory once we complete all of his data collection experiments in each of the 4 wards in the drum. To reiterate what the drum looks like, it's a huge multi-story level facility that has a giant piped device in the middle that at which the top there's a giant glass pod that Genova, the disgusting alien creature that is trying to imitate a human woman, is living in. The pipes from her pod go down into the various wards and into the test subject pods in the bottom, where Hojo injects Genova biological data into different things. So we have to use these PHS terminals to talk to different members of the team. However, I know that the Cloud, Barret, and Red 13 can't go across until we pull this lever, which opens up some test subject pods.
Now we can get across too.
Because it does it over multiple levels.
We should let Cloud know.
So we're gonna jump across though, because there's a treasure chest over here. So grab that. Then we can go talk to Cloud and Barret over the PHS terminal.
Cloud, can you hear me? We found the door to that ward he was talking about, but it's locked and we can't get it open.
All right.
About those preparations Hojo mentioned before. I think we're supposed to do something with that.
A central terminal. Interesting.
We were fiddling with some sort of control panel. Do you see a way to get across now?
Switch parties, yes.
All right. We'll make our way to the central terminal. Sit tight until you hear from us.
The hell kind of research is this?
The cataclysm that came from the stars, Genova. Hojo has devoted half of his life to her study.
I don't give a shit about any of that.
The experiments in this facility involve the enhancement of life forms and machines through the application of Genova biological data. Hojo's plan is to pit his subjects against us, thereby facilitating their growth.
So this asshole thinks he can treat us like his experiments.
I know what fate awaits these creations. Let us put them out of their misery. We must first find a passage that leads to the center.
So we gotta fight Blast Ray. A lot of people didn't like this final dungeon. I actually do enjoy it. I think it's got a good vibe. You know, it's really creepy, evil. And it's not excessively long. I mean, it does take, it can take anywhere from, you know, about 70 minutes to 2.5 hours, depending on the difficulty level you're playing on and how familiar you are with the layout. But I've played other dungeons, final dungeons, that are like 5 hours long, and it's just way too much. So, in particular, the final dungeon in Rebirth was too long. A lot of people were really critical of that, even though it was an amazing looking dungeon. So when I play that game, you'll see that. Unfortunately, these blast rays just take a long time to kill. They've got so much health. But it makes sense because this is the, you know, this is the final dungeon of the game, so you'd expect the enemies to be quite strong. So we create a bridge that takes us across to the central terminal.
The girl's right by the door to the 3rd ward.
There are 4 switches. 1 for each ward.
So we pull the lever that has the number 3 above it. There's 4 levers, and they've each got a light and a number above them, corresponding to the thing. And then it zooms out to the pipe connected to the 3rd ward.
Complete. Commencing test of augmented research specimen.
And then there's like a twisty thing on the pipe that connects into the ward, and then the gate
You need
opens.
to warn the others. Tell them to be careful. Very careful.
So we press triangle at the PHS terminal that's here in the middle, and we're going to talk to Tifa again.
Tifa, you there? We accessed the central terminal. The door should be unlocked now.
Which parties? Yes. So we're going to have to do some materia loadouts for this.
Be careful.
We will. See you in a bit.
So, so we're gonna want elemental materia on her so that she can have fire attacks. And then Aerith, who hasn't been in our team for a good while, is gonna need all her stuff. I don't have enough stuff leveled up, unfortunately. That's part of the benefit of, when you get to New Game Plus, they dramatically up your, the amount of AP you get, so it makes it a lot easier, to level materia up quickly so you have enough for everybody. Then I'll give her Shiva, Ifrit, because Ifrit good for her. So we head into the ward. It's like a metal hallway. Pull a lever to open up a gate. And there's some of these, the unknown entities are in there. So because I was able to, they were all clumped together.
That's the way to do it.
I was able to use dive kick on all of them. So we go through like a partially open door. There's like boxes we have to slide through. There's all these cages.
What is this place for?
There's a sadness.
So there's cages. There's nothing in these ones in particular. But as we go around, there's like a chest over here that I can get. And then as we go around the corner to the exit, we see that there's like mutant dogs in some of these cages, and they're trying to break out. And then we go back into the hallway. See, like the hallway's broken up into sections with all these boxes laying around, so we have to go through all these storage rooms. and this is actually one of the more challenging regular fights in the game. We go in here, and then, like, a bunch of the cages all fail, and there's bloodhounds. Oh, actually, they're weak to ice. Interesting. Well, if I lose this fight, I'll switch Tifa to ice, having ice.
Keep it up.
That. The goal is you gotta be aggressive and try to knock them out as quickly as knock these out, because like it's a huge group. So if you're not able to take a couple out quickly, they'll just overwhelm you. Because then you're stuck. Then you're just stuck healing, and you're treading water, and eventually they'll just wear you down. But it looks like we're gonna be good. Aerith, you can use a mega potion on Tifa.
It's not over yet. Bingo! Come on! Bring it!
Oh man.
So that's
3 of them
the way it's
attacked
gonna be,
Tifa
huh?
at once.
I think we're almost done. Gotta go for it now.
So I'm gonna use a Phoenix down on Tifa.
Sorry, but I gotta.
And then I'm gonna immediately use Aerith's Limit Burst,
Let the winds caress you.
which heals both of us. And so that actually didn't turn out as bad as it could have. I'm gonna change Tifa's materia though from fire to ice for her attacks, because the next up enemies I believe are weak to ice, and if you use the elemental materia and you have the weakness element, it'll drive up the stagger gauge a lot faster. I always thought the dogs were weak to fire. I guess that was just my mistake. They're weak to ice. So we see that some of the unknown entities are on the ground, but they're like dead and they've been like partially devoured. And we hear like a creature that's eating them. And it's like a mutant creature. It's called the... here, Aerith has my assessment area, so it's called a Zenene. A species created by Shinra's R&D division via the synthesis of parts from other life forms. Physically powerful and extremely intelligent, they refuse to obey human commands and thus are kept in quarantine. Oh, they're not weak to anything, and they resist fire, so it's actually a good thing that I switched over to ice. So basically, these are just like, they just took parts of other animals and like fused them all together in a horrific experiment, and then gave it the brain of an intelligent animal. And they don't listen to Hojo
for a shower.
or any of his scientists, so they can't use them as weapons. Which just goes to show the horrific level of experimentation going on, that, you know, they're creating creatures they can't even control. You know, so we gotta pull another lever to open up another gate. And then the door is closed, so we have to go through this side room, but there's a staircase that we can take to get up to the second level. So we go up the stairs, and we're walking along like a elevated path.
Let's get across with those.
So we're gonna walk across some pipes, and we can see that 2 of the Zenene creatures are sleeping on the floor below. But we're gonna have to go 1 foot in front of the other over a pipe that's just being held up by some weak metal supports. At the point where the different pipe sections are connected, so it's not very stable. And we can already see, and the thing is starting to creak. The creatures wake up. And when Aerith and Tifa both step on the same segment that's just in the middle, it breaks, they fall down.
Did we wake him up?
Yeah, looks like it.
So now we gotta fight 2 of these things. I'm going to try to use Aerith's Ray of Judgment here. It uses 2 ATB, so it's similar to Cloud's. It's her strongest attack.
I got this. Get fired up. Get him. Here he comes.
Took one out. Okay, but the other one's got Tifa bound. So, but it bounced off. It's using some sort of thing on itself, so while it's doing that, and so I hit it, but now it's turned green. So Aerith just got knocked out, so we'll have to bring her back with a Phoenix down. And the thing is now like glowing green because it's got some sort of poison ability, but it's close to being staggered. If we can get it down, we can take it out with ease. There we go.
That didn't need to be so messy.
All right. So there's a chest up here that has a mega potion in it, and we can open up the door that was locked before from this side and grab the chest from there. And then we're out of here. So we got a force bracelet, which I'm not entirely sure what that does, but I'll look at it later. Probably something that gives more attack power. Then we head on out.
Is this really the exit?
I hate that man, I really do.
So we are on a platform, and the only way to go is to go down some steps. I'm gonna change Tifa's attack again to lightning this time, because we're about to face some robots. Oops.
Come on,
So
really?
we've got sentry launchers, and these things have a lot of defense, so the best way to get them is to just use
Ready or not,
magic
here I
attacks,
come.
particularly lightning attacks. Aerith can... somehow she doesn't have lightning attacks.
What the?
It's okay though, because her magic is strong enough that she doesn't really need the elemental weakness like Tifa does.
Let me teach him a lesson. Go on! And catch! This one's for you! How's this? Oh, let's go. Gotcha.
2 down, 1 to go. And it's staggered, so now we can just do enough damage.
That's a win.
So we head on up the ladder here, because we're looking for a PHS terminal to talk to... in order to talk to Cloud and Barret and Red 13.
You think now the others can get across too?
And it opened up some another path for lower down for Cloud's team. And that's what they were showing when it zoomed out. Was that it not only opened up the test pods for us to hop across, but also for Cloud and his team as well.
Hey, Cloud?
Tifa,
We used the control panel here a little while ago, so you should be able to get to the other side. Can you check?
roger that. We're getting pretty bored anyway.
So we switch parties.
You two stay there. We'll call if anything comes up.
Okay. Be careful.
So now we're gonna have to go about switching the materia around again. Because we want to make sure that Barret is our tank, so he's going to have HP up. We need to give him more MP as well. We'll switch the summoning materia back. Cloud, I think, is still good. I don't think I took that many off of him. No, I didn't. So I will give him effort to up his attack power. Okay. So we then go back the way we came to the platform where we fought the blast drop, but now we can hop across the other side. There's another one of these.
Door first.
There's another one of these break rooms. Oh, I didn't pull the lever. I have to go back and do that. We can buy more mega potions and a couple more ethers. Rest here. So we can only open one at a time. So unfortunately we can't like open wards 2 and 4. I just got a mega potion from that chest. So now we go to number 2, and that will close ward 3 as well. So it zooms out to the pipe connecting to ward 2.
Transfusion procedure complete.
Pipe lights up
Commencing
green.
test of augmented research specimen.
The lock device above the door spins and the door opens. All the pipes connecting to the different wards have these like lights on them, so you can see what's, you know, these like little window light things, so you can see what's in the pipe. And when the pipe is turned on, all those things grow green, which is the color of Mako.
It stinks.
So we're in like a metal room, and you can see that there's like broken pieces of junk everywhere. So like looks like broken robots. So we're in the second ward biological testing center. So this one is like Hojo's like combat testing ward. So like we're in like just big square open rooms that you would picture being an arena. There's like a glass, you know, like a force field, you know, barricaded like observation deck on the second level. There's a door that goes to that area, but it's gonna, and we see 2 of the like Zanene mutant creatures sleeping in the back.
Evacuate area. Commencing test.
Hojo is up on the observation deck, watching what we're doing. And we're fighting 2 of these things. There's another door to the side as well. That will take us to the next arena when we finish this fight. So.
Get your ass out of here! Boom! Gotta love it!
I got this.
Take him out.
That was pretty damn good, huh?
Barret walks up to, and he tries to blast
I
him.
hope you're enjoying your experience.
Why don't you come down here and ask me?
He tries to blast the force field and reinforced glass.
Before you get any ideas, you should know this glass is bulletproof. No discernible changes after contact. Most fascinating.
And then Hojo walks
We
off
ain't done yet.
to go to the next area.
No choice.
The door opens. We go in a little hallway that takes us into like a storage hallway. That will connect us to the next arena. We get an astral cuff, another piece of armor. There's some boxes. We got some Mako back, or some MP back from Mako shards, a remedy.
Commencing test.
And there's one of these
All
moth
personnel
units in here,
evacuate area.
and This is like the robot testing area.
Wasn't planning on
And
it.
there's robots. So the Mothray is escorted by 3 shock rays, which are like the upgraded versions of the slug rays. You want to take them out quickly. The shock rays can help the Mothray. Cloud's trapped.
Watch and learn. Ain't no thing. Hope you don't mind if I'm pouring it on. Come on.
Red 13 also helping us out, casting his Stardust Ray, which is like a bunch of orange lasers that appear. Cloud got disrupted when I tried to cast. One of the things that's... If you get disrupted while casting a spell, you still lose all the MP from it, but it doesn't cast, which is kind of rough. Red 13 healed Barret for us.
Take the lead.
This shit right here.
I'll finish it.
Used some kind of ultimate attack on Barret. I got him back. And I used Braver, and that takes it out.
Won't happen again.
Oh, it's all good, man. How'd you like watching your precious toys get torn to shreds?
I never grow tired of watching my toys be broken, no matter how many times I've seen it happen. Such is the case when you truly enjoy your work. Now, for the next step.
And then Hojo walks off again. I'm just using potions to heal up, because we've still got more fights to get through. Alright. So Hojo's not paying attention.
Now's our chance to kill the bastard. Time for you to pay the piper.
They never learn.
So he's trying to close the door. Red is running. Cloud knocks a piece of junk to keep the door open. Red gets up onto Hojo's deck. He's about to get Hojo. Hojo is able to paralyze him with a monster that he
Be a
created.
good boy and keep the other pets company.
And then he walks off.
Shit, looks like Red might need our help up there.
So, and now we've got to face. So the monster we're facing, they're like robots that like look kind of like humanoids. They've got hammers, and they pop in and out of like these holes in the ground. It's like whack-a-mole, basically.
Need my help, do you?
They're called sledge worms.
Ooh, gotta love it.
They can cast stop though, which is really irritating. And then they can just whack away at you. And we got one of them down. They're annoying because they move around so much, but they don't actually have that strong of defense. one. Cloud fell unconscious. We're gonna have to bring him back.
Got some fight left in you.
There's only one left though, and it's almost dead. Staggered it, so this fight's over.
Come on, we go.
So we got a mini boss coming up. So want to be at least fairly healthy for that.
Get out of here.
Barret shoots at the monster. It's like a purple orb thing with like a
What was that
AI brain living inside of it.
Sorry, he got away.
Forget about him for now.
So we run through. There's a storage room with some test tubes, you know, test tanks that have the green liquid in them. Got another new piece of armor. We go up the stairs that are there, and there's like an elevated pathway. We walk in, it's like one of Hojo's offices. You know, they've got desks and, you know, some different modules and stuff. And then we walk into like an operating room kind of thing.
Test subjects don't receive treatment.
They're enhanced. We're dissected.
This guy's a real piece of work.
So it's, you know, like a hospital from your nightmares, because it's not for healing you, it's for, you know, performing all kind of crazy experiments. So, and then all of a sudden all these hospital like curtain things are being held up in the air by like psionic powers. And then they fly back. And the weird purple orb thing with the AI brain inside is here. It's called a brain pod. It uses poison attacks.
Need a breather.
Guess it's my turn.
It doesn't have a ton of HP, but once you get down to half health, it'll it can heal itself, and then also once you get down to half health, it paralyzes you, and then it multiplies into like 10 or 12 different copies of it. And the AI brain actually comes out of the device. It's like a weird looking like monstrous head that's like metallic colored. And they're surrounding us. We're poisoned. They cast their poison attack to make the whole arena poisonous. And really, just using AI attacks. These things don't have that much health. There's just a lot of them. So Barret's maximum fury, really effective. Cloud's triple slash. Unfortunately, it also has stop. So just a really annoying fight. Not that hard though. Cast stop again. And then it does damage by siphoning your health to heal itself, and then it casts. This is the most times I think I've ever had it cast stop on me in one fight. Yeah, and then it just did it again.
How'd you like that? You got a whole heap of land with your name on it.
We just defeated a few of them. And that lowers the...
Don't look now. It's about to get real.
So I gotta revive Cloud because he got hit too many times. There we go. Last one defeated.
Took you long enough.
Yeah, not a difficult fight, just one that's really annoying, and because it multiplies itself and it stops you repeatedly, which costs you time. So we walk out, just like what we've done the last 2 wards. The door seals behind us.
One step at a time it is.
I don't see any elevators around here.
I'll let Tifa and Aerith know.
So we go up some steps. There's another platform. We go up it again.
What do you know? That's the door to the 4th wall.
If we want to get in, we'll need to go all the way back to the central terminal.
But the door we used to get here is shut. So what now?
The passages have to be connected somehow.
So we'll go and we'll buy the stuff out of the vending machine. And that'll be it for this one. We're already almost at 37 minutes. There's one more ward, and then we're gonna head towards the stretch run of this chapter, which is just a gauntlet of boss fights, some which take longer than others. So we're more than halfway through Hojo's lab. Thank you for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed the presentation. We'll be back with more. My hope is that this chapter will take no more than 5 videos, but it depends on how long the boss fights are. A couple of the boss fights are not very long if you have the right materia equipped. A couple of the boss fights are just endurance fights, and they do take a long time because they have a lot of different phases. So thank you for joining us as always, and we will be back with more soon. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all the, and all that. Let me know what you think as we head towards the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake, so I can make the presentation of Rebirth even better. So thank you so much, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.